Hey yo, what's up and welcome. I'm the one and only West Coast King, and welcome back to the LAFC career. Finally, I get to record a fresh new episode. I actually haven't been able to record a new episode in a week. The last two you've seen have been pre-recorded a week ago for the Thanksgiving weekend or the Thanksgiving holiday, but now we're back in the full swing of things, which means today we get to start off by reading some comments. So let's get right into it. It's kind of weird, on every career mode you can't beat Sounders. It's almost like it's destiny. Yeah, I know, I'm aware, it's freaking difficult. I don't know if you guys have the same problem with Seattle as I do. I have the theory that on my FIFA, Seattle is set as my favorited team, which means I think that FIFA makes it harder for me to beat them, because I really struggle against Seattle in every career mode I play. But specifically this one, I just cannot beat that damn team, and I go all out every time I play a team that I like, and I just can't beat Seattle in FIFA for whatever reason. It's really starting to twist my nips. I want to beat that damn team. The Portland reaction. Yeah, at the end of last episode. Yeah, some things die hard. I know this is an LAFC series, but Sounders at heart, I still hate Portland. And if they're in last place, I'm gonna laugh, and I'm gonna laugh a lot. Did you say Hulk smash? I guess I kind of did now that I think about it. I didn't realize that I did when Hulk scored, but yeah, it kind of works. West, if you beat SKC one more time, I will unsubscribe. Nathan, my man.
I like it.
So to start off with today, let's go ahead and handle this Brett Evans situation. It's kind of been brewing for a couple of episodes now, so let's finally get him taken care of. And I saw all the comments saying that we should definitely have to forfeit a draft pick for the right to sign Brett Evans, but I actually came up with a better scenario, and I figured out why Brett Evans right now is a free agent. So what actually happened with Brett Evans, in our theoretical world, is that instead of going through the MLS draft process, he actually went south to Brazil. His father's actually really good friends with the director at Santos, so he got him a trial down there. He caught on with their youth academy, honing his offensive skill set, which is why he's not a very good defensive midfielder. And he caught on with their youth academy, played a few games with them, but decided to then leave their youth academy to come back stateside and kickstart his career in MLS, which means he now has to go through the allocation process to come back into his domestic league. And basically what the allocation process is in MLS is that, especially with a US international player, if they come back to MLS, the team at the top of the allocation order, usually one of the lesser teams in the league at that point, which right now would be Orlando, they're top in our theoretical world, they have the first chance at signing him. If they pass, it would go to the next team in the allocation order, and so on until someone does sign him. But because Orlando, and I looked at their roster, only has American players right now, and Brett Evans is a once-in-a-generational American talent, they are desperate to sign this young American prospect. So they would sign him with that top spot in the allocation order. If we want the top spot, we have to trade for it. So in return, we are sending our first round draft pick in the upcoming MLS draft. Plus, they wanted a good young American prospect. We really only have one of those right now in our team, and that is Joshua Perez. He has really good potential, 80 plus potential. And he's better rated than Brett Evans would be right now, so they're happy with that. So that is what we have done. Joshua Perez is now in Orlando, plus our first round draft pick next year. But now we have the top spot in the allocation order, and we have first crack at signing Brett Evans. So let's get this deal done. So we have Brett Evans in the squad now. We're going to take a look at him in just 1 minute, but there was something I forgot to mention with that Orlando deal. There was one more stipulation that they required for us to get that #1 spot in the allocation order. They have a decent young goalkeeper by the name of Stadihar. They want to start playing him in some more games, which means they need to get their old goalkeeper off the books and make room for the new kid. And so they made us take him in return. And I'm sure most of you know where this is going now. So yeah, that happened. We now have Joe Bendik. But you know what? It's not the worst case scenario. We actually could use a decent backup goalkeeper. I'm not saying that Bendik is decent. I'm saying he's higher rated than what we have. Right now, our backup goalkeeper is 60 rated. So Bendik will go on the bench. I signed him to a backup role as well. So he's not expecting a lot of playing time. And best case scenario is he never sees the field ever. But let's go ahead and take a look at the real prize here. Brett Evans Decent physicals. He's not the fastest guy in the world, but that's okay. I'm not really too worried about that. Stamina could use some work, but we have plenty of time to kind of beef him up a little bit. But there is that offensive prowess that he has honed down there at Santos in Brazil. He's learned the beautiful game, and he's very, very good with the ball at his feet. 90 ball control, 77 dribbling already at 17 years old. Great curve, good passing. He can already take free kicks. Needs to work on his shooting a little bit, but we can train that as well. And the one other thing that we're probably going to have to train is a little bit of strength. He's very, very weak, but those things will develop. He's 3-star, 3-star. Didn't spend enough time down there apparently to get 4-star skills. Kind of hoping he did, but he doesn't. Yeah, he looks pretty decent. I think he's going to slot into like the center attacking mid in behind the striker. That would be my ideal spot for him. Right now we have Hulk, but Hulk is getting older. This kid is definitely going to see some time at some point, hopefully this season. So we are in the transfer window right now, and the only player that I'm really actively trying to move would be Benny Feilhaber, and that's just trying to get some of the younger players some more playing time. Feilhaber's 34. In this case, I'm trying to get Atuesta into that spot. So I'm trying to sell Feilhaber, but it's not going well. He's already declined moves to Boca Juniors and Aston Villa. I have an offer in from West Brom now. I'll accept that one. We'll see if we can't get Feilhaber out of the team to get Atuesta in there. And actually, the deal for Feilhaber went through this time. I don't know why he wants to go to West Brom, but he did. So that means Atuesta is now kind of the first player on the bench to come in if we need someone else. So he's one step closer to seeing more time on the field. Now, keeping in mind that I'm trying to keep this series as realistic as possible, we have an offer in now for Andre Horta, and I've been giving this a lot of thought, especially with a player of Horta's stature and his potential. Offers like this, Villarreal, it's a team in Spain, it's a decent team, the money is good, $24.5 million offer. He's young, he's good. It's just, this offer makes sense for Andre Horta. And in that situation, kind of comparing it to a real life scenario in Atlanta with Miguel Almiron and Joseph Martinez, those are two players that if they get the right offer, they're going to want to leave. This offer, I think, would be one that Horta would want to take and go to Spain and play. That being said, this is happening in the summer right now, mid-season, we're not doing it. If it happened in January, that's when we might have an issue on our hands. And I've kind of developed a bit of an algorithm to help us decide. I don't know if I should go with that or not. With this algorithm, there would be an 83% chance that Andre Horta would leave and we would have to sell him. Let me know if you think that that's something that we should do. Leave it up to the algorithm with an offer like this, and there's a slim chance that we might be able to keep him, but there's a really high chance that we would have to sell a really, really good player and have him go back to Europe. So after about a month off, we're back and ready to go. We're away at Columbus for this one, and with that long layoff, we're fully rested and ready to do this thing, so let's just jump right into it. Come on, boys. Let's do this. It has been about a week since I've played a game, so that could be a little bit interesting. Ramirez laying it off beautifully. Horta through. That's beautiful stuff. And just like that, well, a week off, nothing, man. There's no rust at all. We're back fully in the swing of things. 1-0, 3.5 minutes in, and it's the captain, Carlos Vela, with the goal. Well, that was a very nice start. A little bit, I thought I was going to struggle initially coming back. No rust at all. We're good. 1-0. Vela back for K. That's beautiful. We have Horta over here. Horta cuts it on his right foot. Andre Horta, beautiful move. It's 2-0. I could not have asked for a better start than this. Wow. Okay, couldn't quite get there for that one. Or there. Or there. But now K comes away with that one. That's beautiful. For Horta. For Ramirez. Ramirez. For Hulk. Hulk. Looking for Vela. Vela cuts it onto his left. Chips it over. For Chip. Wow, Rossi. That's not where I wanted that to go, but that was not bad. All right, free kick here. I think this is going to be Vela to take it. It is. So let's try to do something here. I see Hulk standing on the edge for this. Let's try to put in a hard shot. Hulk on it. Whoa, that play worked so well. What a header by Hulk. It actually came off perfectly, exactly how I wanted it to. I found the technique for free kicks. My entire life I've been playing FIFA. I have never figured out how to take that free kick. Oh, we got it, boys. 3-0 before halftime in Columbus. What a header by Hulk. All right. A corner for Columbus here. Rossi steps up and half blocks it. Zimmerman gets the header away, and Tyler Miller just absolutely obliterated Walker Zimmerman there. Boy, Horta, that's a beautiful play. Rossi putting a ball in there. Backstick for Vela. Oh, the shot was blocked. We are killing Columbus in this game. How in the hell did Columbus just work that? Uh-oh, boys. Come on, let's keep the clean sheet. Let's keep the clean... Nice. Michaels does just enough and gets that out of there. Actually, we have a bit of a counterattack here with K. K's holding off his man. He's still holding off his man. Now goes for Ramirez. Ramirez cuts it inside around Jonathan Mensah. And he scores. Beautiful play. That's the second time we've done that to Mensah. Horta got him the first time. And that time Ramirez got him. And Mensah almost gave away a pen as well. But Ramirez gets back to the ball and scores again. Wow, 4-0 on the road in Columbus. And there is the final whistle. Wow, man. Columbus literally didn't do anything in that game. Like, no offensive chances for them at all. Except for the one time we misplayed a cross, but big surprise there. Wow, that was an ass whooping. So I'm taking a look at the players now that are on expiring contracts next year. I actually don't have anyone expiring this season. I had one player. It was Steven Beitashour. I went ahead and gave him an extra year on his contract. I'm going kind of year to year with some of the players, giving them 1 year at a time. Beitashour is one of them. Lee Win is another one. I'll revisit him next season, maybe give him one more season as well. And I think Christian Ramirez is another player that we're going to start going year to year with. The younger players I'll probably re-sign. Some of the other ones I might not. Like Edgar, I probably won't give him another contract. I'm probably not going to re-sign Hulk either, just because we'll start making that transition to Brett Evans next season. But there is one player I'm kind of worried about as far as designated player status goes, and that's João Moutinho. He's only 21 years old, 73 overall. I don't think he'll want designated player money, but he could be a player similar to Andre Horta, where if we get a big offer for him in January, we should probably consider selling him. Remember, I just want to keep this as realistic as possible. If we get an offer in for him, he's another player that would probably want to go to Europe. So our next match is going to be away at Chicago. We have a bit of short rest coming up. We're playing Portland midweek after this, and then another game on the weekend after that. So we're going to rotate the team just slightly here. Blessing is going to get to start on the right-hand side for Vela. And then I'm just going to go ahead and throw Brett Evans straight into the fire. No pun intended, seems who we're playing. But we're just going to give him his full debut, throw him in there in place of Hulk, play him at center attacking mid. That's where I see him playing. That's his strongest position, I think, right now. So let's see how he does in that spot. And those are the only changes for this one. Ooh, Chicago. A little bit of an attack here for Chicago. Not bad, actually. No, the shot wasn't very good, but at least that's better than what Columbus did the entirety of that last match. Plays it in there for K. K lines it up for Horta. It takes a massive deflection. Wow, things are really going our way today, aren't they? There's no way that shot should have gone in like that. But I guess better lucky than good. Beautiful. I mean, Horta hit it really, really hard. And who did that deflect off of? It hit, I think is that Cap? It's not Kapoff. It's the other center back. Wow, that's just really unlucky for Chicago. Ball played over the top. Pacheco, he's very good in the air. Deals with that nicely. We have a ball back out here for Blessing. Blessing turning on the speed. Holds it up. Plays it in for Ramirez. Ramirez playing it for Brett Evans. Brett Evans just threw. Brett Evans off the post and in. What a time finish by Brett Evans. And a great timed run by Brett as well. And on his debut, it took him less than 20 minutes. We're absolutely kicking the crap out of people. And actually, I'm a little bit worried. I know there was an update to FIFA recently. I think since the last time I played a week ago, we might have to entertain going, I hate to say this, to even bring up the conversation, but we might have to go back to ultimate difficulty. This is feeling a little bit too easy. Good tackle by Rossi, and comes up with the ball, and now they're in trouble because Blessing is streaking up the side here. Blessing cutting it inside, gets a shot. That was it? Really, Blessing? That's the whole shot? That's all you got? Oh, what a ball by Brett Evans for Latif Blessing. Blessing gonna go near post, top bins. Beautiful finish by Latif Blessing, does it himself, and gets Brett Evans an assist on his debut as well. We've been kind of struggling in the second half here, but we finally kind of just woke up, just one burst right there. Brett Evans beautifully weighted pass for Blessing, and what a finish by Latif Blessing. And there's the final whistle. Wow. In 2 games, we've been under no pressure from our opponents. Like, absolutely none. Like, 0 good chances created at all by our opponents in 2 games. We, on the other hand, have scored 7. giving up none, and we're absolutely rolling. And as a side note for that one, our youngster Brett Evans, I told you he was a once-in-a-lifetime talent, comes away with man of the match in his first game ever for the club. Not a bad debut. Our next match is going to be back at home, where we're going to be playing Portland, so we might have another easy win. They're in last place, so I wouldn't play this game regardless of, of anything. So let's go ahead and sim. Let's see what happens. That's not a good start for us. That's a better result, though. We get the 3-1 win. I gave that to us to the start this one, and he got hurt. The kid, man, he just can't catch a break. Now, I know that was kind of a shorter episode as far as gameplay goes, but you saw the 2 games that we played. It's just too easy, and I don't want to play any more games with the settings that we have. It's not fair to the series. So I want to find a more balanced gameplay, so I'm going to revisit the difficulty. I might go back to Ultimate. I'll check the sliders. I'll work something out off camera, and when we come back next episode, hopefully it'll be a little bit more challenging, because that wasn't worth really playing. And I know those teams weren't the most difficult teams to play. I think Columbus was 7th in the East when we played them. I think right now they're 6th. They are. And then Chicago, I think, was 10th in the Eastern Conference. They're now 9th. So, yeah, wasn't the most difficult opponents, but it definitely shouldn't have been that easy. So, until I figure out the settings and things, we're going to not play any more games for now. But to end the episode, we are 12 points clear of Sporting Kansas City. They do have 2 games still in hand over us, but we're still well clear of basically everybody. And we're clear of DC, who still sit top in the East, tied with Toronto as well. NYCFC is right there on their heels on 42 points. But yeah, I mean, we're looking good for at least the Supporter Shield this season. Hopefully we can wrap up the Supporter Shield and get us our first trophy here with LAFC. And then after that, we got to roll into the playoffs. So that's where we're ending it for today. If you did enjoy it, make sure to let me know by leaving a like below. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you when we come back for some more LAFC career. See ya.